Welcome, guys, to Purpose's Opinion. And on this video, I want to talk about a trending topic regarding crypto, which is the Solana coin and the Solana trading platform, crypto trading platform. So let's just explain what Solana is, the background, what this crypto coin is all about. And yeah, let me just share my screen and we can get right to it. So, yeah, first of all, before I get into that, I want to talk about some terminologies in crypto. And yeah, so these are some basic terminologies you're going to come across in crypto. And the first one is TPS, which is transaction per second. And it basically means the number of transactions a blockchain can process in 1 second. Okay. So Solana, for example, can process up to 65,000 TPS compared to Ethereum's 30 TPS. So Solana has a much higher TPS transaction processing capability. And that's important, especially if it's a trading platform, crypto trading platform, you're going to have to process a large volume of transactions. And so this high TPS is good. Finality or finality, the point at which a transaction becomes irreversible and permanently added to the blockchain. And Solana's finality is achieved in 400 milliseconds. Okay. So nodes, nodes are basically you have the computer and devices connected to a blockchain network and that validate and relay transactions, right? So all the devices that are connected to the blockchain network that are used to validate any transaction. And decentralization, that's similar to the node. So system where the control is distributed across many participants rather than a central authority. And so a simple way to think about this, I know people have a hard time understanding the decentralization concept of blockchain crypto. And for example, if someone writes a comment on Facebook that goes against the community guidelines, that comment will be reviewed by someone who's working for Facebook in a central authority headquarter, in a central system somewhere inside Facebook headquarters that's monitoring all these comments that are getting flagged. And that's a centralized system. A decentralized system would be that same comment would be monitored and flagged by someone who is not working for Facebook, not working in a headquarters as a job, but is just connected to the Facebook network and who can reap a reward, usually in the form of a crypto coin, for validating if the comment is against the community guidelines. And he or she might reap a reward of a crypto coin to validate correctly. And if the comment is flagged in a wrong manner, maybe it is with it follows the community guidelines, but if the user flags it as a violation, then he might not reap a reward. So it's a carrot and stick approach. And it's a decentralized way to control the network. And so that's basically a fundamental idea of what goes on in decentralization. Okay, then you have Solana specific terms. You have proof of history, a Solana innovation that timestamps transactions to create a historical record. This reduces the time needed for validators to agree on the order of transactions. Okay. Analogy, uh, think of POH as a digital stopwatch recording when each transaction occurs. Okay. Power BFT, Byzantine fault tolerance, a consensus mechanism ensuring the network operates correctly even if some nodes fail or act maliciously. Built on POH to improve efficiency, Tower BFT allows validators to vote on blocks while leveraging the timeline provided by POH. Okay, so basically, it's a way to make sure that some of the validators on the network are not behaving in a malicious manner, not following the rules, right? And so that's why this voting system is basically what Tower BFT is, where the community can vote as a whole. Then C-level, Solana's parallel transaction processing engine, enabling multiple smart contracts to run simultaneously. Okay. Increase speed and efficiency compared to blockchains that process contracts one at a time. Okay. So you can run multiple smart contracts or you can validate multiple transactions at the same time, increasing speed level. So that's what the C level is. It's a type of an processing system, basically. Gulfstream, a protocol for forwarding transactions to validators before they're finalized. It's just rules, basically, a list of rules. And yeah, its purpose is to reduce congestion and speeds up transaction confirmation, right? And then you have the pipeline, a data processing unit in Solana that breaks tasks into stages like fetching, verifying, and writing data. Similar to an assembly line in a factory, ensuring efficiency, right? It's Cloudbreak, Solana's database structure that organizes account data for high-speed scalable access. Okay. Ensures the blockchain to handle millions of accounts seamlessly. Okay. So it's basically a way to organize the data for easy access, right? To increase the speed. Archivers, nodes that store historical data from the blockchain. And yeah, so archivers is basically these are lightweight nodes, meaning that they don't require high computational power. So basically, archiver is just a computer that's used to store data and not any processing. Okay. So native token, the primary cryptocurrency of the Solana blockchain, paying transaction fees, staking, and participating in governance, right? We talked about that. Staking, locking up cryptocurrency to support network operations, like validating transactions. Okay. So you have a cryptocurrency, and some of those coins will be staked or stored to use them to validate transactions and to run the network, right? Inflation, yeah, you increase the supply of a cryptocurrency to validate, to reward validators or stakers. Okay. And technological and ecosystem terms, smart contracts, self-executing contracts with predefined rules coded into them. Example in Solana, used in DeFi protocols and NFT marketplaces. So these are just rules that are execute themselves and they don't need a central authority, right? Then you have DApps or decentralized apps, apps built on blockchain technology that operate without central authority. Okay, so yeah, similar concept and of decentralization brought to applications, right? DeFi is decentralized finance, which is similar to DApps, right? Only for finance, right? NFTs, non-fungible tokens, unique digital assets representing ownership of items like art, music, or in-game items. Okay. So NFTs are basically a way to make whatever digital asset you have, give it a unique ID so that no one can copy it, right? It's that simple. And yeah, so let's keep going. Validator, yeah, someone that manages the transaction. Downtime periods when the blockchain network starts processing transaction, right? Ethereum, it's just a gaming on blockchain, right? Micropayments, small value transactions made feasible due to Solana's low fees. So now let's talk about what Solana is. So now you know what Solana is. Let's talk about, now you know the terminologies related to Solana. So Solana blockchain platform is a high-performance blockchain platform designed for decentralized applications and cryptocurrencies, known for its scalability, low transaction cost, and fast processing speed. Solana addresses some of the key limitations of earlier blockchains like Ethereum. So basically, unlike the more like Bitcoin, Ethereum, the popular blockchains, right, about like cryptocurrencies, Solana processing is super fast. So that's why it has wider range of applications. Solana architecture designed to handle large number of transactions per second. It has achieved 65,000 TPS, far exceeding the capabilities of Bitcoin, only 7 TPS, and Ethereum only 30, which is, yeah, that's good. Low transaction cost, which is good, less than 0.01 per transaction. Fast finality, very fast. Okay. The speed is the main thing about Solana, is what I'm trying to understand here. And yeah, ecosystem growth, proof of history, and So yeah, that's about it. They have the sea level and initially capped at 489 million Solana tokens with some inflation introduced for staking rewards. Okay. And centralized concerns, competition, popular use cases, DeFi, NFTs, gaming, payments, future roadmap includes further improvements in scalability, enhanced developer tools, and greater decentralization, potential to remain a significant player. Okay, so that's about it. So that's just the basics of Solana.